Welcome to the Cigar Lockdown Happy Hour with your hosts, Sammy Phillips and Clay Roberts. And special guests, Beshara, Vicente of London, Bill Paley of La Colina Cigars, and Matt Booth of Room 101 Brands, and much more. Now grab a cocktail and fire up that cigar and join us for this wild 30 to 59-minute ride. Without further ado, here's Sammy and Clay.
Oh, baby, how are you today?
Oh, welcome back to the happy hour.
Well, it was going to be the big show tonight, but
Yes.
we made a little change, so we have a little fun happy hour tonight.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. I'd like to say one thing to you.
Yeah.
I'd like to say cheers, my friend.
Well, cheers to you, and cheers to all of our loyal viewers out there.
Thanks, everybody, for coming and tuning in to the Cigar Lockdown Happy Hour. We're happy to be with you today. Like Clay said, we had a little stutter step. We had a lot of things going on in the country, and we had to push. We had a lot of reach out from our brothers in arms, brick-and-mortar retailers, and this is all about brick-and-mortar retailer, supporting brick-and-mortar retailers, and this is why we've made the switch to next week.
Yeah, so again, your raffle tickets are good. We have a little news flash coming up that'll explain everything. And listen, again, because as Sammy said, this is about brick and mortar, we really try to support them. And, the change is a little confusing. Your raffle tickets are good to the end of July. So the big show next week, which has a lot of celebrities on it.
Ooh, baby.
Baby. We got Angelo Zaroukas, famous comedian.
Yeah. Michael Benevente.
CEO of Bulova.
He is the man, the myth, the legend. He is a senior-level C-suite operator for Citizen Watch Group. He will be joining us. I don't even want to tell everybody. You just have to make sure that you tune in. We're making a massive announcement next week with Michael Benevente. We've also got Aaron Sigmund, world-renowned author of the Playboy Book of Cigars, and, of course, the Impossible Collection of Cigars. We're going to be having a great time with Sig.
Of course, the raffle, which we have to call a prize pool.
Unbelievable, right? Because of the pending laws and regulations here in the wonderful United States of America.
That's right.
America,
a great place.
It's the best place by far. I got to tell you, it's been very interesting. If you're tuning in and joining us right now, Rocky Patel from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars, Nish Patel from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars, Nimish Desai, who calls himself a Patel, but you're a Desai, Nimish. Deal with it.
He's the Khloe Kardashian of the Patels because he doesn't look like them, but he's related.
He is the Khloe Kardashian.
Oh, absolutely.
But Nimish will be joining us as well. Corey Bappert, the CEO of Oliva Cigars. Of course, Bill Paley of La Colina Cigars. And Matt Booth of Room 101 Brands. And, of course, Angelo, if you don't know who he is, very good friend of Clay's. He'll be joining us. I can't wait to see Angelo.
Angelo's the best. One of the funniest comedians out in the world. Is the opening act for Russell Peters, a huge comedian, and so he'll be a lot of fun.
A lot of people, I think that I look like Russell Peters. I told you this.
You?
I told you the story. I was in Chicago. I don't have the. I mean, I've lost a couple of elbows.
No, you're actually looking good.
I'm trying, man.
I like the pocket square. What is that? What is that?
This is actually, if anybody,
is that Versace?
Oh, this is Versace.
Oh.
So if any of you are in a pinch, right? Any of you gentlemen who are out there, men with class, rocking your nice custom-made bespoke sport coat from Duca Soteria.
Bespoke.
Max Giambrali, big first shout out of the day from Big Max.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a shout out king. You've got your handy dandy.
Oh, look at that
mask. Ooh, baby.
Well, it actually looked like it was purchased from Italy.
Dude, it looks like it is a genuine pocket square, last-minute addition to the wardrobe today. I think it looks fantastic.
So do you.
Well, that's terrific.
You're just a great guy.
And you are drinking right now?
Oh, my favorite, my Glenfiddich 18.
Ooh, baby, that juice.
Oh.
It's like old Alfie Phillips says, like an angel pissing on your tongue.
Oh, wow, look at that. Well, listen, let's talk about the pack for a second.
Let's talk about the pack.
So the packs are sold out as far as to the retailers.
Yes.
There are several retailers that have some packs in their retail shops. At cigarlockdown.com, you can find the retailers nearest you to get some of these packs. And don't forget what Sunday is. What is Sunday?
Sunday is the biggest day of the year in my eyes. Father's Day, baby.
Oh, yeah. So make sure you get a pack for Father's Day.
I mean, I don't know that you could get a better something more thoughtful if you're a cigar smoker, unless you're going major high altitude and spending big dollars. For 125 bones to get a full box of cigars, that's what you're getting. 20 cigars in this beautiful pack that's right down here in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
10 cigars from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars, 5 cigars from Oliva Cigar Company, including the #1 cigar in the world, the Oliva Series V Melanio.
Oh,
absolutely. And that's what we're both smoking right now.
Yeah. Fantastic.
We had to
Both
start the day
smoking
with
it.
this. BAP, we miss you. And
right.
the cigars are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got 3 incredible cigars from La Polina Cigar Company. You have a beautiful silver label cigar that was only released to the Tobacconists Association of America last year, so they're few and far between. This is the silver label coming to fruition here in market. Check it out. And then 2 of the lovely Room 101 Big Paybacks. I have a classic vintage cigar box here from Matty Booth. And then, of course, if you can look down right here in the front below the purple ashtray, you've got a beautiful vault.
Looks like your rear end.
It does.
Purple.
It's fantastic.
And let's not forget CRA. CRA does receive
Cigar
a
Rights
donation out of
America.
every pack purchase.
Yes.
And our friends at CRA, Glenn Loop and the whole team over there, are fighting anti-cigar legislation. So this pack not only helps you, your father, your sister,
Yeah.
your mother.
And let's not. I mean, you can't lose sight of the fact that we're raffling over $5,000 in
baby.
prizes. Bull of a Watch Company will be prize pooling a watch.
Nice.
You've got Rocky Patel Premium Cigar Company prize pooling a trip for 2 to Honduras, airfare not included. Rocky, I got your back, bro. We have many other gifts and
Amazonian
prizes.
Rosewood Humidor from La Polina.
Yep.
Another humidor from Oliva.
Yep.
And then several other prizes.
Ton of
there's
gift
amazing
cards from
stuff.
Oliva, right, as well. I mean, there's so
Well,
much.
the Oliva gift cards are an amazing thing. So Corey Bappert, who's our good friend, the CEO of Oliva, has offered to give $100 gift cards. So if you win that card, you can use that at the retailer that you purchased your pack at.
Yeah.
And that's good for any purchase there of the fantastic Oliva cigar arrangement.
Yeah. I mean, four great cigar companies.
Together as one.
Together as one for the first time ever.
Oh, yeah.
But I think if you look at this, if you think about the fact that Father's Day coming up, we are 100% sold out of the packs. So what that means on our side is if you're a consumer that went through a retail outlet, you've got to call that retail outlet. Go to cigarlockdown.com. Find yourself a supporting retailer. There's over 100 of them on the website live now. Call them up. Give them a ring. You'll get it within 3 days. So you've still got some time left to get it before Father's Day. You could ship it directly to your father from one of those
very
approved
cool.
retailers. Or you could walk into a retail outlet like Kevin from I One Rees, or our buddy Big Delicious Abe DeBabna from Smoke Inn, or Richie Castellano, the guy behind the guy.
Yeah. Chance of Cigar Daddies, Olympia,
Chance
Washington.
of Cigar Daddies, sexy son bitch, that guy.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely boy.
But let's
our friends Stogies, Josephs. I mean, we've got so many incredible people. Nichols City, all these people supported us. Cigar Chapel, thank you.
Thanks to everybody. Yes.
I mean, we appreciate your love and support. We have sold an incredible amount of cigars in the last 3 weeks, and it's all about brick and mortar support.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We know the retailers appreciate it. Get your asses out there. Go buy a pack. Get something for your father for Father's Day. Another chance to win over $5,000 in goodies. And I mean, it's and we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be a great show.
So where is your father?
My dad is in Warrenton, North Carolina. He's
Yeah,
on
your
the
dad's
farm.
awesome.
He's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't feel luckier to have the father that I have. I don't know that my brother Luke would agree, but
Well,
for me,
for you,
I couldn't be happier to have my father.
Sure. Well, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
You know, and our fathers like mine who are no longer with us.
Yeah.
I think of on Father's Day, and
Of
you know,
course.
my father was a writer,
Of course.
and so I can watch movies every night, and it actually sounds like him speaking. It's like he's with me.
Right.
So it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, I'll give a shameless plug to my brother, my business partner, my best friend, Clay Roberts, Charlie's Angels, Mannix, White Heat,
Yeah, a lot
just
of
to
stuff.
name a few. Go check out those films. It's important to know to really look at that for Father's Day, because what an incredible man, what incredible accomplishments.
I don't know how he wrote all that.
It's for you driving him crazy.
That's probably what it was.
When he pulled out the red pen.
Yeah, I'll pull out the red pen quick in my homework. Like I mean, it was presenting homework to my father was an excruciating experience because he was a writer and he was a producer of several TV shows and movies, and he used to correct, obviously, writers' work. So when I would hand him my homework in 8th grade, he would correct it with this red pen. I hated that red pen. I have it.
Is that why you carry it around?
Yes.
So when you get angry with me, you pull out the red pen?
Oh, yeah. Well, I edit everything you do.
Well, I mean, you got to be out of ink, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get you like
that
an ink
ink's
well.
done. But listen, it's, bless our fathers and all of the mothers out there and all the entire family. So take care of them. Buy them a pack.
Definitely.
And even if you're not able to get a pack, make sure you call your father on Father's Day. And if your father's not with us, have a cigar or a drink with him.
Absolutely.
Just in spirit. It's a beautiful thing to do.
And that's what, that's what the Cigar Lockdown is all about. You do not have to go out and buy a pack to participate in what it is that we're doing. Tell your friends, come, join us, come have a good time. Yes, we've heard from people that the lockdown is over. It's not over in New York. It's not over in L.A.
No.
And what the real meaning is, you're locked down for an hour to 2 hours or however long these shows last. It's a live show. Clay and I are having a good time. I could tell you that 3 minutes ago, we were running around crazy while Matt Booth was napping and just preparing for the show. So I know it's been a rough day for Boofy. Worked on the car a little bit, made some sales calls, took a shower. We had a shower session this morning. Can't wait to have him on.
Yeah.
We're going to be joined by our buddy Bill Paley, our business partner.
And our good friend Phil from Vicente of London here in Naples, Florida.
Beautiful store. And they redid it during COVID.
Yeah, he'll explain that in his little piece coming up. And
Awesome.
Listen, in the meantime, we got a little news flash for you guys, and let's take a look at our news flash, and we'll be back.
MJ Wolfe, baby.
Oh, baby.
Welcome to the Cigar Lockdown Happy Hour. Today is June 18th, 2020. I'm MJ Wolfe. The Lockdown Prize Pool Show has been rescheduled to next Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and will air live right here on CigarLockdown.com. The prize pool show date was rescheduled at the request of numerous retail partners due to unforeseen events in the country over the last several weeks. These events saw several retailers temporarily closing their doors. We wish them the best. The lockdown program is designed around our brick and mortar family, as well as our loyal consumers and viewers. We continue to support and thank all of you in any way possible. Don't worry, folks, your prize pool tickets are valid until the end of July, regardless of the date printed on them. You can check the winning numbers on CigarLockdown.com after June 29th. The Lockdown Prize Pool Show will be the biggest yet, featuring all new segments, lifestyle features, and a host of celebrities from across all walks of life. You will not want to miss it. For now, sit back and enjoy the happy hour. I'm MJ Wolfe. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So I think that pretty much explains what's happening. And if you have any questions, just go to CigarLockdown.com. The website's updated, and it's pretty much covered.
Yeah, and by the way, go check out the new website at CigarLockdown.com.
It's beautiful.
We think it came out pretty
cool.
nice.
I wanted it like an amusement park.
Paley doesn't like it.
Well, Paley can be a little bit difficult.
From time to time.
But
he likes the thrash. He's a gadfly.
Listen,
Google it.
He's a great guy. And another great guy coming up now is our partner in arms, Mr. Matt Booth of Room 101 Brands.
The self-proclaimed sexiest man in the premium cigar category. I heard there's going to be a fist fight on the big show between Michael Herklotz of Nat Sherman and Matt Booth of Room 101 Brands.
Wow, well, that'll be interesting.
Unless Herklotz pulls out his scarf collection, all my money's on Booth.
Ugh. Get a rug burn from it.
So with that being said, let's check out Matty Booth and bring him on the show. It's Boofy, baby. Matty Booth, welcome to the show, my brother.
How is everyone this afternoon, today? How are you?
We're good. How are you?
We're doing great, man.
I'm delightful.
Hey, you look delightful.
Thank you. I washed.
Yeah.
You know, Maddie, it's interesting. We've got a. I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna
make you.
Oh,
we made you wide.
I am blow you up in the screen. Very nice.
We prolapsed you.
We did.
Ooh, speaking of prolapses,
Yes,
I
sir.
know that there are several cigar shops, several brick and mortar locations that are live streaming this directly into their store right now. And one of them is my dear friend and spirit animal, Abe Froman of Embargo
Abe
Cigars.
Froman.
in
Gotta
Phoenix.
love Froman.
We love Abe.
How can you not?
The best.
I mean, look, if you don't love Abe
sausage
Froman,
king of Chicago.
Yeah.
oh my God, and he's just trying to call me right now.
Come on, Froman.
I
That's
just think, no,
amateur hour.
Froman, what are you doing? You think I'm not using my cellular device?
Hey, it's a live show. You know, these things happen.
Maddie, you know what?
Unbelievable.
One of the things that we talked about in our shower session this morning, and with my purple
Shower Hour Power, yes.
with Shower Hour of Power, Shower Sessions Volume 3, Ronnie Hishy Hashi Spank Bank. With that being said, you know, the show, even though it's called the Cigar Lockdown, is really focused on eating and drinking and smoking. I know that you're training right now, so you're drinking water. Clay and I are having a little Glenfiddich 18 for Dave Paradise, Brian Kinsman, and Mitch Bedshard. I love to drop all the names. Clay hates my shout-outs.
Well, no, you drop more names than an Ellis Island immigration officer.
Well, I'm just getting started.
Oh, I like it.
I mean, we're like 8 minutes into the show.
We're gonna get. I want a counter of the names.
I'm changing last names. It's like he's got the little clicker. But with that being said, it's about eat, it's about drink, it's about smoke, and it's about lifestyle. And my friend,
Ingesting things.
dude,
That's right.
The write-up that you just got it really blew me away. And it was about the best Father's Day gifts to buy. I thought it was the New York Times, but you corrected me. It was New York Magazine.
That's correct.
Yeah. And so it pinpointed a couple of your beautiful jewelry pieces. And I don't think that we talk about that enough. I mean, it's your show as much as it's our show. And we're always cigar-centric, cigar-focused, or we're talking about booze. But this is a lifestyle show. So in the last show, MJ Wolfe brought up the fact that Clay's favorite airline, Singapore Airlines, blah, 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 blah. And so we're talking about eat, drink, smoke, fly, and lifestyle. Right. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got involved after your time in the military with jewelry, what it means to you. I know that you've made pieces for Slash, for Guy Fieri, for some really, really famous people. And, you know, what's it all about? What's it mean to you?
Well, I mean, first, you know, it was actually really refreshing to get that mention in New York Magazine, right? Because, you know, there was a time in our brand's history not too long ago when there was some sort of feature, some sort of buzz about us, you know, on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. It's just not something we've really pursued. So this was an organic mention, and it felt good to get that nod from them, especially connected to Father's Day gifting and whatnot. However, you know, in terms of how jewelry plays a role in our brand, I mean, look, lost wax casting, old school, our methods that the jewelry essentially, actually not essentially, for real, is the spine and nucleus of my collection. Yeah. You know, it's how I started. You know, I became lured away from my pursuit of a career in music by my obsession with design. You know, and then to learn how to create physically from concept, right? So that was 2003. I actually founded the name and founded the brand after tinkering for a good 3 years at a factory level, learning basic bench skills, wax carving, all the stuff that goes into making what we do. I mean, today, you know, our collection is so far beyond obviously what we were capable of even 5 years ago. You know, it's
right.
But
you know, dude, I have several pieces from you. Number one, I'm going to go like this instead of flicking you off. But the S,
I can read between the lines.
The Sammy ring that you made for me, I absolutely love. I wear it all the time. You made my wedding ring for me, which is the closest piece of jewelry that I have. You made this beautiful piece, which I absolutely love.
Little custom action there.
Little custom action, which I absolutely love. And I mean, I've loved your jewelry long before.
You're all customed out.
Dude,
It's almost, you're a flamboyant accessorizer. You never even knew, and now look at you.
I'm bespoke all the way through, kid.
Yeah.
But, Matt, I had the opportunity, I know that Clay's had the opportunity to travel into L.A. into your factory, and it's unbelievable. And to sit down with you and watch you work and watch you create and watch you sit down and customize pieces, sign your name to pieces. I mean, what goes into making those pieces? And when you and I were at the Grammys in January, right? I mean, to watch all those LA guys with the heavy silver and those guys, I mean, the amount of respect that these guys have for you. I mean, it really took my respect for you for Room 101 personally to the next level. So, I mean, what are you working on right now that's super cool, jewelry wise?
I appreciate that, man. Actually, super cool right now. I mean, we just finished like a ginormous custom Cuban link chain for an artist based on the East Coast named Kyle Moser. He does these phenomenal portraits of rap stars, but as saints. Oh, wow. You got to check him out. But we just made him. It's the largest Cuban link that we've actually made out of our factory to date. And of course, with all the little custom bells and whistles, he's going to need like a little neck pillow, I think, to wear it. But he's a sturdy gentleman. I think he can take on the heft, as it were.
Yeah, man.
And I'm working on a new. I don't think it's a secret on this side, but we're working on a new chain setup for Guy Fieri too. He's kind of taken his chain game to the next level. So,
I think, Matt, I think that once like with anything in your life, right? If you've been exposed to food on a greater level than your local restaurants, and you talk about Daniel Boulud, or you talking about, I remember going, God rest his soul, to Anthony Bourdain's restaurants, Les Halles in New York, and having breakfast there. And then even out in L.A. and some of the joints that you and Clay have taken me to, and you see these 1, 2, 3-star Michelin chefs like Nicole Brisson, who won, the best chef in America, best steakhouse in America, and they elevate food to the next level. That is what you have done for the jewelry game. So if you don't know, right, and you go out into market and you go buy a piece, but you don't really know, like investing in a timepiece, investing in jewelry, it's your it's your second skin. Like my buddy Max Giambrali from Duca Soteria. Clay, hit the clicker.
48.
I had hit the clicker about 4 times even just before that. That's why I was doing this.
Yeah, but Maddie, what's your inspiration? You spent time in the military. I mean, you were in the military in Japan, correct?
Correct. Well, I mean, look, the bottom line is like you take little pictures that are lurking in the back of your mind and you turn them into 3-dimensional items that people can wear. And a lot of my initial inspiration came from sculptural work that I saw in Japan and other parts of Asia when I was deployed there. All deeply rooted in meaning. A lot of stuff from Japanese, like Buddhist mythology, things of that nature. Protective characters, and all very powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And potent in significance.
Maddie, I don't know if you can see this, but right below your Purple Foo limited edition, you can't buy this right now. I think you can see it on the table, but below me, you've got some of your archival vault-esque product that's right below the purple ashtray.
I can see none of that.
Yeah.
I can't see any of that.
There is Daruma. There is Ichiban.
Nice.
There is Payback, Connecticut. I've got the big Payback, Connecticut.
Are we just going to leak information to the masses today?
I didn't say we were going to leak anything. All I'm saying is that product is here. We wanted everybody to get a sneak peek about some of the older product that you have here stored in the vault. And, the fact that this stuff is super cool. It is hyper limited because it doesn't exist anymore. Some of this product is 10 years old.
That's correct.
And we wanted everybody, as we talked about the jewelry business, to segue back over into the cigar business, and just to show everybody, the artisan that you are, the true craftsman that you are. And you've been craft before other people said that they were craft in this business, but you are the true craftsman. I mean, Matt, you're a craftsman. You make jewelry. You have your own gin. You have your own cigar line. It's really impressive. And we just wanted to talk about the heart of what that was and what all of these artisan crafts meant to you, bro.
Understood. I'm gonna get a big head talking to you, man. You're making me feel all kinds of good today.
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
This deflate.
It is
Play will
deflate.
deflate me.
Deflation.
No, listen, Matt, and I'll let you respond. And I sorry to interrupt. I mean, your design work, not in the jewelry it's alone, but the cigar work is really it's second to none. It has a unique identity. The Asian influence, which obviously you connect to because you lived in Japan and I lived in Japan, and there's a special chi that emerges from when you live there, and your stuff really is it's memorable, and when you see it in the store, you're drawn to it, and it really is fantastic.
Dude, when we
I
talk
appreciate
about
you saying that.
when we talk about, right, you getting up in the morning, you starting your day, are you a meditator? Do you take some time for yourself, whether it's working out? How do you reset, and how do you focus in? Because to be the businessman that is the three of us, right? And then to be the guy who's the marketer, the creator, the designer. That's a totally different headset than when we're talking about numbers and spreadsheets, running burn rates, and all the crap that we learned in fake business school.
Correct. Well, look, if I don't get up and immediately destroy myself with physical exercise, my day is ruined. Essentially, I'm going to be less effective and less potent throughout my entire day. I must achieve that fatigue and that endorphin release. And many times after that, I'll take an hour just to myself quietly before my beautiful 5-year-old son wakes up and starts really making things happen on the home front. And then from there, I cruise into, my punch list for the day, and I attack,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Matt, we just had a question come in from Mike. How does Matt go about creating his smokable master? Hey guys, can we make sure we get the lower third down there so everybody knows what to text in? We've got a bunch of text messages coming through, but again, Matty, how does Matt go about creating or crafting his smokable masterpieces?
Well, look, man, I mean, I've always referred to my blending style or the way that I contribute to the blending style as painting by the numbers. I've had the luxury of being directly next to human beings that I see that are connected to tobacco in a way that is beyond a single lifetime, and I think it's phenomenal. I'm in awe of it, but I'm in awe of that type of connection and to any craft when I discover it in someone. I don't really know that there's much more that could inspire you than that. My style is very simple. If there's a direction or a personality that we're going for with a specific blend, other than just freestyling, we compile a cluster of components that could potentially bring us to that end result that we're seeking, and we immediately roll burritos of each individual tobacco and suck them down through our taste sockets so that we understand the individual personality and dynamic of each. Yeah. And then from there, based on some things that are instinctual and the feeling in the moment, hey, maybe these two components are going to become friends. Let's do 50-50 filler of these guys. Let's try this wrapper. And me personally, I typically like to roll with an Indonesian binder just because it's slim to no participation really in the end result. So it's more of a construction piece than another component that you have to juggle, especially in that in the salad days of your blend. Could that be called the salad days of the stage of the cigar?
We can call it whatever we want. I mean,
we can call it whatever we want.
I'm going to call it Cesar Ramon.
Cesar Ramon. Matty, we had an incredible blending trip early this year, pre-COVID. COVID was actually going on. We just didn't know about it.
That's correct.
When we were down there, there were the rumblings, and then when you and I were down there, we started working with tobacco with Bill and Ganley. I think we made some killer blends, and we had a great time. And it's exactly what you're talking about, and I don't know that we talk about it enough. When we talk about the wrappers, the binders, and the fillers, just for everybody who's watching out there, if you're not familiar, there's 3 components to the cigar. Major components, the wrapper, the binder, and the filler. And what Matt is talking about is when you have those filler tobaccos, the tobacco that wraps around those tobaccos is called the binder. He likes a binder from Indonesia for specific purposes, for combustion as well as for flavor or lack of flavor, to then accentuate the other flavor profiles of tobaccos that we're working with. But we sit in a room with a few masters of their craft, and they sit with the table in the room, and they roll on the table right there in front of us. And then we start to dissect those tobaccos. So Matt may say, I need a little bit more of this. And much like a chef would add a little bit of salt or a little bit of sweetness to their whatever recipe, whether it's a steak or whether it's brownies, we're doing the same thing with our tobacco. Here's the kicker, right, Matty? We don't know about how that blend is going to perform until 30, 60, or even 90 days later once we've made that blend. So we have to let the tobacco do its work, let the flavors marry together. And I think that the blends that you're making today, my brother, are better than anything that we've seen from Room 101. It is so exciting, right? And to know what's on the horizon, because I've been with you through this episodic journey of blendology, I couldn't be more excited for Room 101 fans.
Well, thank you, man. And look, I mean, it's no secret. I mean, if people are paying attention, they have to understand that we're making the best products that we've ever made to date in this category, 100%. I mean, there's no comparison. And that's not a slight against anything that we've produced before, because everyone was better than the last. It's been an evolution game the entire way through. But in terms of my connection to the blending process, the maturation of my palate, and the products that we're realizing because of that, and because of additional access to materials that were not present for me a few years back, we are legitimately making the best products we've ever made.
Yeah, and
we'll continue to do so.
And we're working with different manufacturing partners, right?
Absolutely.
We're true negotiants. We get to step in and do what we want to do and where we want to do it with people who are masters of their craft, and we do it our way. And I know that you're doing it your way. And again, man, couldn't be more excited.
Listen, we have
Me too.
Yeah, we have a question here from Paul at R&R Cigar in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Reagan. Hello, Reagan. He would like to know, Papi Chulo, that's my jam. Where is my jam?
I've got your jam, Paul.
Whoa.
I've got your jam cocked and locked, ready to rock.
Well, I love that little stick.
Your jam is coming in at the end of this month.
Oh.
So you
special.
don't you fret.
One of the things that we haven't talked about is the fact that, if you look at just pure supply chain, that a lot of our friends in the business, they're all out of product. And Room 101 has just been explosive. It's great to sit back and watch all this happen, but it also causes some issues, right? Because we're out of things. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the where you enter the line that this is a problem that other people wish they had, right? But it's a byproduct of growth. It's a byproduct of the brand's expansion and reemergence.
Reemergence.
Big words for a big girl.
Hey. I prefer plus size, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Matty, listen, man, thank you so much for taking the time. We truly appreciate it. I know anything you want to say. I mean, look, we sold out every pack that we had here in the home offices. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, your brick and mortar brothers in arms who may actually have packs still?
Absolutely. Josh and Little Juicy Micah at Burners, Philip Michael at Havana Phil's.
Yeah.
I want to say Tobaccology got on board too with the Packology.
Yeah.
Packology.
Packology. Oh, the words are big today.
Look, everybody can go to Cigar Lockdown and check it out. And here's to you, brother. Congratulations on your write-up. I think it's fantastic. Everybody go check out Room 101 brand. Check out Matt's jewelry. He is a true artisan and master of his craft, and I'm lucky enough to be his business partner as well as Clay and to call him a brother. We love you, man.
Hey, listen, I also want to say that, Matt, you're a father, baby G.
Yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This your fourth Father's Day?
Yeah, how old is he now?
Fifth,
Is he
yeah.
5 years old now?
He just turned 5.
And your father, now I'm going to name drop Joe Booth and your stepfather, Tom, who was fantastic.
Yeah.
So have a great Father's Day.
Yeah, man.
And enjoy yourself. And we love you very much, brother.
We love you, bro.
I love both of you, man.
All right,
It's
bro.
my honor.
So without further ado, Maddie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Bubba.
We're going to our good friend.
Phil Beshara, who is the owner of Vicente of London
That's
in
right.
Naples, Florida.
Absolutely.
And take a look at a fantastically beautiful store. Pure class.
Pure class. Yeah, it's a live show, everybody.
Hi, I'm Phil Beshara from Vicente, London in Naples, Florida. A friend of mine and I came down to Naples probably about 3 years ago. We became residents, and I started hanging out at this cigar lounge, Vicente, London, and really got attracted to it and really enjoyed it, and found out that the previous owners were looking to retire. So I talked to my partner, and we ended up saying, hey, let's do it. Before this, I was in construction. I was a construction manager doing commercial construction, and my partner was a Taco Bell franchisee owner. He used to have 42 stores, which he sold in 2014. So he had a little bit of a retail background, and and I always was a cigar smoker out of the both of us. I smoked cigars for over 30 years. It was a hobby that I loved, but being a store owner and being a consumer is two different things. I found that out real quick. People come in off the golf course or just want to get out of the heat, come inside in the air conditioning, watch TV, and have a nice cold beer and a nice cigar. We have a wide variety of selections of domestic beer and imported beer. We offer draft, Guinness, Stella on tap. We have port, and we have a wide selection of wines and a lot of premium good wines also. We'd be surprised the amount of people that come in and get a good glass of wine. And we sell good wine just by the glass also, and just sit back and enjoy their wine with their cigar. It's funny, you meet a lot of these guys and they're all great, but it seems like they all network. They all been together, worked together at one point, or know each other, and it's like a big family. When we originally took the place over, we wanted to make some changes. So last summer, we made some changes to the business, and during the shutdown over the coronavirus, it was an opportunity for us to go to our second phase. We planned on doing it later in the summer, but during the shutdown, it kind of worked out good for us. We put a new bar in, we redid a lot of the walls with towel, and then later this summer, we're going to finish our phase 3, where we're going to have a walk-in humidor and get rid of all of our cigar cases. But just seeing the peoples that come in, because we really didn't advertise what we were doing. So a lot of people came in and was like, oh wow, am I in the same place? And everybody just loves it. I mean, really, because it's like a family here, and it was like a surprise for them, like on Christmas Day, opening up a present. Well, my son, he lives in D.C., he's an attorney, he's 32 years old, and he's just starting to get involved with cigars, himself. Eventually, you never know when, Naples is a great place to retire, I'll tell you that. So it'd be a great venue to sit back and, enjoy some cigars, and if it's your business, enjoy it more. I enjoy smoking cigars. I enjoyed smoking with a lot of friends and people, especially when I golf. I really enjoy golfing and smoking cigars, and after golf too. And probably my favorite time though is when I am on my patio at night, when I get to just decompress and then just really enjoy it and not have to worry about making sure somebody's serviced or everything is going like we expect it to go. Our hours vary right now, but normally we're open 10 a.m. every morning. Our closing hours vary, during the season, but mostly we're open to midnight, and on the weekends, either 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm Phil Beshara, Vicente, London, Naples, Florida. I am brick and mortar.
That's amazing, right?
It's awesome, man.
So Phil is a great retail partner of La Polina, Room 101 brands, Oliva and Rocky Patel, amongst other brands. And go see Phil and the family there at Vicente here in Naples, Florida. You know, I get goosebumps when we see these bits, these brick and mortar bits.
Yeah.
These are our family, and they're your family. And when you're out in the world, it's really important to go visit these guys. The brick and mortar is the backbone of the cigar industry, and these people are here for you. They're tobacconists. They have knowledge and passion, and sometimes it's a place just to chill out and relax. So to Phil and the family there,
cheers, Phil.
Happy Father's Day, Phil, and
Happy Father's
we'll
Day.
come see you shortly and have a cigar with you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, Sammy.
I didn't get a chance to see the remodel because I haven't been there yet.
Absolutely fantastic.
I heard it's stellar.
It's like the Ritz-Carlton. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. He's done a
Unbelievable.
great job.
Yeah, I saw pictures, and of course, I saw it in the video playback. And before we actually started the live show today, I saw it, and I think it absolutely looks phenomenal. Congratulations to you guys, and wonderful, wonderful place to go have a cigar.
Fantastic.
I know
people.
that they're big supporters of our friends Arthur and Nick from Perdomo Cigars, LFD, John Carney. I mean, they've got really, really great selections other than just our products. And
absolutely.
I think it's fantastic.
Speaking of products, you look like you've lost a little weight there.
I'm trying hard, man. I feel like I'm a rabbit, right?
This seems to be a running theme with the two of us. You know, I think as you put yourself on camera and you look at yourself, and again, I've said before, the camera adds 10 pounds, which is great if you're in porn. It's a little shocking. So I've been walking a couple of miles a day, watching the food intake, and I know you have too. You're on paleo.
I'm doing the paleo diet pretty successfully. I mean, other than the alcohol, which I've cut back on, but I've tried to keep it like 80% vegetarian, and I've been working out every morning. It doesn't seem to be working as much as I'd like it to work.
No, the thing is, we get older, it's very tough,
Yeah.
and it's important for your health. And we all do smoke, eat, and drink, and you have to balance a little bit of exercise.
Try it, man.
Oh, we're trying it.
And we've had many discussions on the porch about this. We're having these discussions like, if it adds 10, it feels like 20.
I mean, it's a challenge, and so here at Cigar Lockdown, we have our good friend Luke Phillips, your brother, who's
Yes.
a famous chef here in Naples.
Yes.
And we had a segment on the last happy hour where Luke created a great recipe, which was Fat Boy Soup.
Fat Boy Soup.
We spoke to Luke in depth, and Luke said he was going to create another recipe for us to enjoy, and that is Fat Boy French Toast.
Ooh.
So let's take a quick look at that recipe, because it really is something.
Is
you can have French toast.
Is it gluten-free?
Well, we'll see.
Let's check it
Let's
out.
check out. Well, hey, it's a little something. It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, man.
A little taste.
Thank you, Lukey, for being concerned about our health.
Yes, Luke, thank you.
And I guess that was gluten-free. I mean, the way that was. Not to mention the Nafi Bakery in the Ukrainian cream. Where did he get the Ukrainian cream?
Well, I don't know how to find it. I mean, if you could find some of these ingredients, let me know.
I thought that was
It was
fantastic.
absolutely hilarious. Thank you, Lukey.
Getting into the eat, drink, smoke, drinking is not just about alcohol. It's not just about spirits. It's not just about wine. It's also about coffee. And we have a very dear friend of ours who is in the coffee business, Twin Engine Coffee, Colin Ganley. But we asked some very good friends of ours to make something that we love in the cigar business, which is cafecito. And when we go on our...
Cafecito is true.
Yes.
True Cuban coffee.
100%.
In the Cuban tradition.
100%.
And, they're very, very particular about their coffee.
That would be an understatement. And on every blending trip that we go on, how many cafecitos do you think that we have every day?
15, 20.
At least.
Yeah, high as fruit bats all day.
Yeah, right.
But it's made with passion and love, and it has history. It has culture, which, again, eat, drink, smoke is not only about these things, it's like things like coffee, which is drink.
Yeah.
And you're drinking a coffee. It's something that you're enjoying, and it has tradition and history, which is beautiful.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's check out our friends at Cigar Snob Magazine, who've put their version of how to make a perfect cafecito.
Buckaroo, it's your old Uncle Bill, letting you know that the 3 coolest things in the world are nicotine, caffeine, and Steve McQueen. There you go.
Hi, I'm Yami with Cigar Snob Magazine, and I'm here to teach you how to do my Cuban cafecito. Here we use the Pilon Gourmet Espresso. You can use any espresso coffee, but this is the one we use. We also use a commercial coffee maker, and at home you'll use the regular stovetop. And we're gonna get our coffee and pack it really well. I already packed it, but you want it packed very well because the Cuban coffee is strong, and the more you have, the stronger the coffee will be. The next thing we're gonna do is get our sugar ready, and I have it already measured out, but you'll probably want to use 3.5 to 4 spoons. And the next thing is to show you how to make espumita. Make sure you have your sugar one and another little cup so you can make sure you get the rest. And we're gonna get the couple of first little drops of coffee so that I can make my espumita. Now the rest of the coffee is being brewed. All right, and here you got your sugar and your coffee all together. And we're gonna add the rest of the coffee in here. Yummy. And here you got your coffee. You just mix it all together again. Yum, yum, yum. All right, and now you serve. I usually serve in these, but for you guys today, I'm gonna give you the nice little cup. And here we go. Nice cup of coffee. Enjoy.
There's our sweet girl from Cigar Snob
We love
Magazine,
Yami.
Eric's sister, Eric
She's
Calvino.
awesome.
So to Eric, Ivan, Yami, thank you very much. That Cuban coffee is so good. Now, those of us who are watching our weight, you can not have the sugar.
Yeah, we cut the sugar out.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sugar in there.
We go straight. We take it straight.
Yeah, full dental work after those coffees, but fantastic stuff.
Or teeth whitening. Either or. You take your pick.
You take your pick. So you can get those ingredients pretty much anywhere. Go to cigarsnobmagazine.com, and they have the recipes there. And check them out anyway. Cigar Snob Magazine, great support of the industry, and we love them over there. So
yeah, they've been fantastic throughout the years. They're wonderful, wonderful people. Check out the book; it's fantastic. And with that being said, Clay, I know that we just wanted to drill home today the changes that were made. So we're going to go back to MJ Wolfe now and rerun the segment of the news just in case you missed anything.
Welcome to the Cigar Lockdown Happy Hour. Today is June 18th, 2020. I'm MJ Wolfe. The Lockdown Prize Pool Show has been rescheduled to next Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and will air live right here on cigarlockdown.com. The prize pool show date was rescheduled at the request of numerous retail partners due to unforeseen events in the country over the last several weeks. These events saw several retailers temporarily closing their doors. We wish them the best. The lockdown program is designed around our brick and mortar family, as well as our loyal consumers and viewers. We continue to support and thank all of you in any way possible. Don't worry, folks, your prize pool tickets are valid until the end of July, regardless of the date printed on them. You can check the winning numbers on cigarlockdown.com after June 29th. The Lockdown Prize Pool Show will be the biggest yet, featuring all new segments, lifestyle features, and a host of celebrities from across all walks of life. You will not want to miss it. For now, sit back and enjoy the happy hour. I'm MJ Wolfe. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, thank you, MJ. As
Can't
always,
even get enough of MJ. He's like the Dos Equis guy.
he is. He's fantastic, and he's part of the Cigar Lockdown family. And again, just to reiterate, your prize pool tickets are good till the end of July. The big show will be next Thursday, the 25th of June. And again, as we said earlier, there is a lot of stars on there across all walks of life, not just cigar or liquor. There's some other people we have in there to really expand our horizons here.
It's an incredible lineup. It's an incredible lineup coming next Thursday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We couldn't be more excited about the show. There's an inordinate amount of planning that goes into this, and the lineup that is coming next week is really a cast of characters.
Well, what about the
second to
lineup of
none.
prizes, as we said earlier?
The lineup of prizes is
The Blythe?
outrageous. The Blythe.
The Blythes.
Good red
Yeah, the
wine.
Blythes are absolutely fantastic. The trip to Honduras, no airfare included.
No,
for two.
and you've got jewelry from Matt Booth that we didn't mention before. He's got a couple of pieces that he's prize pooling off.
Unlimited swag, hats, T-shirts, ashtrays. We might even, this beautiful purple ashtray right here might just find a home.
It may just find a home.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know, Clay, we've got a couple of questions here. We've got quite a few questions, but before we get to the questions, I just want to reiterate, it's Father's Day. This is a perfect Father's Day gift, not to make this an infomercial, but go out there, support brick and mortar. These people that are our family, brick and mortar accounts all across the country, really, really need your support. So get out there, check out cigarlockdown.com. Make sure that you go to a local brick and mortar store or call a local brick and mortar store and go support these guys. They need your help. They need your support. We're all still going through COVID-19. We're all still going through COVID-19. It's been wacky, crazy times for all of us. We hope everybody's doing well out there. And with that being said, John Wallace, Austin, Texas. Sammy and Clay, what's the most memorable cigar and spirit combination you've ever had, and why?
Well,
Clay,
that is a woof.
that's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question.
Good question, loaded question.
I'll let you start. I have to think about that one for a minute.
I think that for me, it's all about who I'm with. I mean, for me, it's a totally loaded question. I would have to talk about my time in the Dominican, my time in Nicaragua, my time in Honduras. But for me, it's always been on the back porch with friends and family. And typically, for me, when I have to enter this stage of creativity and pure focus with what I'm blending and what I'm trying to accomplish while we blend is typically on my back porch with whatever libation I'm trying to pair with. And I typically pair opposite. So if I was going for a bold cigar, I'd go with a lighter libation, a lighter scotch. For me, it's almost always scotch or it's always red wine. And if it's a vice versa, or the inverse, rather. And when I'm blending, I'm down in Nicaragua, Honduras, the Dominican, it's always coffee. Palate has to be super clean. A ton of water because, as you know, a ton of water because cigars are a dehydrator, so they'll suck the life right out of you. So you've got to make sure that to enjoy and to keep your palate focused, you're refreshing it with coffee or dark chocolate, or you're drinking a lot of water. And so for me, I guess the most memorable time would be at my father's cabin in North Carolina and having a cigar with him and my brother and the girls. just kicking it back and not thinking too much about really what I'm drinking or what I'm smoking, but having that accentuate the moment and taking that moment to the next level and just being present in that moment. But for me, it would be at my dad's cabin.
Yeah, I just thought of one where it was a bottle of Dewar's, and we had a bundle of ovals from AJ Fernandez, who I used to work for.
Yeah.
And the oval was just at that time was something unique and different in this industry, and they're still out there.
Yeah.
And if you can find some of the original ovals, I think Kevin at Buttheads up in Connecticut might have a few in his mausoleum of cigars. He's got thousands of cigars in the back. And I was working for Travel Channel at the time, and we shot a show at the McMurdo Station, which is Antarctica. And we smoked the ovals, and we drank that Dewar's, and it was a magical moment. The crew, just out there, and you thought to yourself, and I thought to myself, where else could you be? I mean, this is basically the next place is the moon. You're sitting in Antarctica smoking a cigar and having that Dewar's. And again, it wasn't particularly the cigars, even though the ovals were fantastic and still are, and not top shelf scotch, but enjoyable with that crew. And what a memorable experience that was.
It's very cool, man.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, that's the AJ Fernandez San Latano oval that had the old green band, the logo that you designed and worked on with AJ. Beautiful, beautiful cigar. And I think they've only gotten better with time. I think that you've got 10 or 20 in the vault. And I love that cigar. Fantastic cigar.
It's delicious. It's nuttery. It's buttery.
It's creamy.
It's a fantastic stick.
We've got another question here from Big John. Is Sarah going to be on the boat with us on Saturday? Big John, if Sarah behaves herself, she will be with us on the boat on Saturday to celebrate Father's Day. I just want to mention the giveaway again for next week. We wanted to keep everything short and sweet. Over $5,000 in prizes. We've got 20 cigars from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars, Oliva Cigar Company, La Palina, and Room 101.
Yeah, listen, everybody, we kept this to a kind of tight, small show this week. Again, it was more about the big show is next week that was originally scheduled for today. And again, we gave our brick and mortar family a little more time to sell the cigars, the packs. Several of those stores had been closed.
It was essential. I don't think that we delved into that enough earlier. And that's really why we made the transition. With everything that was going on in the world, people had to close their stores. And this was what we had to do on our end. This is about brick and mortar, and we wanted them to be able to sell through those packs. And we wanted you, everybody who's out there who's watching us,
have that opportunity to buy the packs.
Exactly.
So, listen, go out, get your packs, and next week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here in CigarLockdown.com, we'll have the big prize pool show with all the celebrities and all the fun. And, Sammy, cheers to you.
Cheers to you, my brother. It's been another great happy hour. We appreciate all of you for joining us. Clay, I love you. Thank you to our crew here. Thank you to our family. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Get your asses out there. Go buy your packs. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Happy Father's Day.